from sunny Norfolk, Massachusetts. Welcome to Keeping It Positive. I'm William Nineveh.
And I'm Patrick Quinn. And we are
the Big Boss Men. Hey, Patrick, you know what I just realized recently? Is that we never really introduced ourselves and like kind of where we came from.
I think that we did to a degree, but I feel like this is going to be a roast session of Patrick Quinn.
Oh, is it? No, it's not going to be a roast session.
Look, not everybody starts off with a smooth road in this industry, and some people have mistakes.
Yeah, so you've learned a lot, like from the time I met you. I think I met you about 16 years old, maybe, right?
Yeah, I was in high school. I think I was a sophomore or a junior in high school when we met. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And as you got to be like 18, then we actually had you on a project site, and I think from there.
I know. Is this going to my first confined space job? This is the mistake and the incident I'm referencing that I will never escape. No matter my accolades or my achievements, I will forever be roasted for this one.
Oh my God!
One incident on my first crude oil tank.
Dude, I'll take you anywhere though. Like the two of us, we'll just conquer the world. But when we first met and got started, I think I was the attendant on the confined space, and
you were, you were above me.
You went into the confined space. Was it a black oil tank, right?
It was a 10,000 gallon 6 oil tank, and you guys have told
beautiful.
me if I come out smiling, then I'm a keeper.
Yes, we had that little joke somebody had shared with us years ago.
But by all means, tell everybody the story. It's, this is good. Everybody's gonna laugh.
Yeah. So I think it was about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. But I'll give you this. It was really hot out that day. It was a summer day.
It was at least 5 to 10 minutes. But
yeah. So in there, you were given the signal up that something was. You wanted something, and I kind of leaned down and asked you what you needed. Like, did you need a squeegee? Did you need a shovel?
Pads.
And no, you needed a Gatorade, which is great. And everything, you did come out smiling though at the end of the day.
Yes.
So that's a little funny story.
I will never live down the Gatorade request for the rest of my life. It was my first 6 oil tank. It's like 90 something degrees out. I'm 18 years old. It's like my first real heavy duty oil tank, and it was hot. So I asked for a Gatorade, and everybody laughed at me and told me to keep working.
Yeah, and those 6 oil jobs are tough. So I'll give you this. That's a tough project to start out.
Yeah.
And then from there, the rest is history.
Yeah, from there, I traveled around a bit. I went to New York. I think it was Suffern, New York, and I was at the power plant, and I was installing. This is where I got a lot of equipment experience, and I was installing trenching all over a power plant with piping.
All that air sparge and soil vapor extraction system.
Mm-hmm. It was.
I remember
months.
That you had a lot of pipe that you guys put in there on that site.
Yep. I actually, when I was out there, to this day, knock on wood, it's the only time I've ever hit a live water line when I was also 18 years old. But to be fair, it was an unmarked water line, and it was not on any documents. It wasn't flagged or anything, but it was a high pressure 1-inch water line, and it filled up a hole so fast. I've been deathly afraid of hitting a line ever since. But so from there, you showed up with a convoy going down to Hurricane Katrina.
That's right. We stopped by your project site just to say hello on our way.
Yeah,
with the convoy.
And then I think a week or two later, I also hit the road and I joined you guys down there and stayed down there for 9 months. And at that point in time, I had already kind of fallen in love with traveling and working on the road and living out of a suitcase. And that's how it persisted for years.
You started off at the University of Katrina.
That
was quite an experience for everyone at the company.
Yep.
And as a young man, you learned a lot there too. Like,
yes,
I learned a lot there. It was a lot of fun working with different colleagues from all over the country.
And met a lot of people.
until this day, we work with the same emergency responders on big events.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty wild. It's a tight knit community, and it's the same group of guys every time that meets up all across the country, and it's pretty wild. But it was quite the experience. I slept on a recliner chair for the first, like, I think 3 months.
Yeah, and then when we got evacuated for Hurricane Rita,
Oh yeah, yeah,
we,
yeah.
we went up to Chattanooga, Tennessee, and
Yeah,
I remember the hotel manager. She threw a little party for us because we explained to her that we were away from home for so long, and we were being evacuated for Hurricane Rita, and she had a little party for us, and it was really nice. What an experience that was.
yep, yep. So
Feels like yesterday.
yeah, but
So
we could tell stories about that all day long, but we probably should keep this short before we start
Absolutely.
finding any more embarrassing stories. You got to keep the embarrassing stories down to like one or two, like per episode. All right, we can come back to some others. All right.
that sounds good. So I think maybe next month we'll let everyone pick on me a little bit. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I have a few stories we can share.
Okay. So next month, you guys will get to know a little bit about where I came from. So tune in.
Absolutely. That'll be a good one. So until next time, guys, thank you.
See you then.